Hi, I'm Anton Cooper. I'm from Christchurch, New Zealand, and I'll be racing here on my Top Fuel. Yeah, the main reason I started using the Fully was that I just found the tracks, some of the tracks we race on are really rough. It's more for that seated power where you're kind of heading slightly downhill, it's rocky, it's rooty, and you still want to apply the power. On the hardtail you tend to stall a bit, you lose your speed. On this you can just power through and keep that momentum. And I think as the laps wear on, you're not draining yourself to the same extent as you would be on the hardtail. As you notice, I'm a short rider, so I have reasonably short legs, relative probably to my upper body. Because of this, and being on 29 wheels, it's a 17.5 inch frame. I actually run a very slam stem, and that's something that a lot of people comment on, but relative to someone like Sergio, who has a big drop between the saddle height and his bar height, mine's maybe only a centimetre and a half drop. It might look really aggressive, but in reality it's not. Short stumpy legs means not a very high seat height, and means I gotta drop the stem a bit. It's actually a negative 40, 90 mil stem. Currently running the 34 tooth. Normally switch between the 34 and the 36 depending on the course, and running the XTR 1140 cassette. Pretty much, well, every race course, sometimes in training I run like the XT with the 1146 just for a bit more grunt. We have some steep climbs in New Zealand that you might not have elsewhere, so but race spec, you know, it comes down to a pretty lightweight machine. Yeah, I suppose not everyone has a chance to ride Di2, and as pro riders we're pretty lucky to have it on our bikes. It really makes a big difference, especially in those colder, harsher conditions where your fingers start to freeze up. This is direct all the time. I've had bikes at home for months and not worried about tuning the gears because it's always that same precise location every time you shift, so it's always in the sweet spot. I enjoy the feel of it and how direct and crisp it is, and that's probably the main thing, and the key word would be crisp, I would say. We're using a 140mm rear rotor on the Trek bikes and a 160mm front. I feel like with the power of the XTRs, and it's more than enough. I run probably a moderate level of pull-in before I get that grab from the brake. Some people like a lot more, some people like it to be more direct, but I kind of like that feeling of I can hover a bit before I really get the grab. And yeah, I like the feel of the XTRs for sure. This is my bike. I hope you've enjoyed my run through of it, and you may see me in some other World Cups throughout the season on my Top Fuel.